this game, I'm guessing, and so.
But what did you say in that timeout? Because the response was you guys won the 13-3 run, held them, the #1 offense in the country, without a basket for
Right.
3 straight minutes.
Play defense. We didn't get one stop that whole time, and for us, part of our game, we really emphasize getting out in transition. It's hard to do that if you're not getting stops and they're bearing threes and getting layups, and just to settle them down. Like, they were so ready to play. So for us, we've always emphasized first 4 minutes, and for us this year we really emphasized the first 4 in every 4. Like, no matter what happens, the first 4 we have to be. If we're winning, got to keep your foot on the gas, and if you're losing, we're going to keep going. We're going to find it at some time, and that's been our mindset. And I'd rather not get down 13-2. That's not what we're trying to do. But to have that mindset, I think it speaks to the character.
John, I know you said that the first 3 games, Kentucky, Arizona, Kansas, helped you in this one. Where do you think that showed up the most? Maybe you just answered the sequence with being down 13-2 and immediately responding.
That for sure, but I thought it helped us the most in closing time. Just middle of that second half. That's when the game's in the balance of you can either extend it, or usually against a team like Auburn, they're going to find a way to fight back and make it close, which they did. But I thought the key plays of playing through resistance on offense and just finding a way on defense to come up with balls. And overall, look, we gave them too many offensive rebounds, but I thought that we showed growth, in those moments.
John, one of the things that tied the Kansas and Kentucky games together was Coop getting into trouble with his handle late and turning it over. It seemed like in this game that when it was late, you weren't trying to rely entirely on him. Was that by design, just the flow? How did that work out?
Well, we put enough on him in the 37 minutes, and it can't just be him. And for me, coaching this team, I think we got maybe a little stagnant at the end of those games, and we have other really good players too. And so you want to get movement, but look, end of the day, you still want Cooper to touch it because Cooper's going to find the right guy. So I think for us, we spent a lot of time. You asked me about this weekend. We spent a lot of time on game situations too. So knowing what we're going to go to, where it's not just calling something random. There's and for us, being those moments was helpful, but then also getting some movement and then getting to our action and Cooper touching. I think that's the balance we have to strike.
John putting Sion in the starting lineup, was it just because it was his birthday yesterday? And
I'm not that nice. It's today, by the way. It's today.
How did you feel about the way Caleb responded?
Caleb, man, I believe so much in Caleb, and I think he'd be the first to say he hasn't gotten off to the year he would like so far. We need him so badly just to be himself, and I think you saw tonight who Caleb really is, and that's a breakdown guy, ready to make shots for himself or to create for others. I thought he was competitive and had just a maturity and a great response about him, and throughout even this season, I didn't start Tyrese the first preseason game. Caleb, Sion, Malik, and Kaman. We have no question more than 5 guys that could start. No question. Some of it was Auburn too. They're bigger, and what I'm trying to figure out is rotations, like who can play well together, and coming in with some scoring firepower. I thought that helped us tonight with Caleb. I don't know what we're going to do going forward, but lineup construction of how to have the best 5 when Cooper's out, when Khan's out, when Kaman and Malik, who balances those guys out, something we're trying to work through.
John, obviously you like the